Hey guys, and welcome to the Zero Practice Grand Prix. Taking this championship very seriously. Definitely didn't come online on F1 at like 7:30, which is like 15 minutes before you get into the lobby. I think I did two qualifying, two like quick laps, and then that was it. So practice has been really good. But you can see here another cute table of what needs to happen in this race. So, you know, if Catherine wins, which knowing her she probably will, I only need 5th. And if she comes 2nd, I need 9th, and then anything else I win. So it's not like I have to do too much, although, like I said, very little practice. I really dislike Brazil as well as a track. It's just really awkward in these big cars. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we have enough pace to get 5th. But let's see what happens. So here we are for what is our fastest lap of the session. You can see we're currently in P10, so not looking great. Not really getting as tight to that first apex as I would have liked. I absolutely hate the first sequence of corners at Brazil. It's just so awkward in these cars. I used to actually really enjoy this track when the cars are a lot smaller, but like 16 and below, but oh well. You can see we're actually still down our time, but carrying a decent amount of speed through there. It's uphill to the right. Deciding to take it in 5th. It never really felt sure what gear to be taking it in. Taking that apex quite nicely, gaining a bit of time. You can see the delta is just flashing between slight improvements, so not looking like we're going to improve on that much. Taking a nice apex through there though, so gaining a bit of time. I think we're 10th up maybe almost at this point. This last corner is very important to carry a lot of speed here before you run up to the line. We gained a bit more time for there, so 2 tenths up I think at this point, so it's going to gain us a bit of time. Where's it going to put us on the grid though? All we do now is just trying to minimise the amount of track taken to the line, and what's going to be, it's going to be 7.9, which puts us in P7, so not great, not awful considering literally like no practice. Catherine on pole, what a shock. But yeah, hopefully we can make up a couple of positions to get into our needed 5th place. So here we are for 5 lights, and away we go for what could be our final time this season, because I'll explain later. But coming to the first corner, you can see we've been dived by a Haas driver, but managed to maintain position. You can see our teammate Jack behind. So in P8. Oh yeah, it's worth noting that the constructors are getting quite close after a really good result for Mercedes in Mexico. You can see there's a squabbling in front of us, but nowhere to really capitalise. You can see the Toro Rosso is going a bit wide. Could maybe try and do something here. Thought about it, but didn't want to get involved in a silly incident again. I don't think Jack's really going to try anything on me, considering he knows that I could win the championship this race, which is nice of him. But yeah, trying to gain some positions, but pace. Right, well, the pace this race was it was most infuriating. It must be one of the most infuriating races I've ever done. It was like my pace is just not enough, like to be as quick as I needed to be. Like if I was ever so slightly quicker, I would have been able to catch the cars ahead and then, you know, make progress. But you can see there the Haas going a bit wide, going wide of that corner, giving us a position there. So we were up into P6 I think, and coming to make our pit stop on the end of lap 13. So at this point a net P6, so only one position away from our desired P5. See, we held the Ferrari up in the pits, so that could help us out possibly. On for our medium tyres now for our one and only pit stop of the race.
Pit strategy complete.
Being very careful here, because easily lose your wing coming out of this pit lane. Yeah, it's gonna see us come out in 9th, but there are still cars yet to pit on harder tyres. We're gonna cut all the way on to lap 29 now, where we have finally gotten within DRS range of taller than the Toro Rosso. I can't explain how infuriating the pace was. Like, it was like obviously I've gained enough to get within DRS range, but it was like literally the most minor of gains. It was very, very infuriating. You can see now, lap 31, we are now on the back of a car, and I can confirm that once you're in slipstream range, it was a lot easier to make gains, so that was good. You can see not taking a great last corner there, having to shift down to second due to us taking an awkward line, so I don't think we're going to be close enough to make anything happen here. But we have been quite conservative with our fuel up until this point in the race, so it's very possible that Atoll is getting a bit low on fuel, but as I say that, we just drop into the red. See a bit of a lock up there, so we are well within striking distance here, possibly. Like I keep saying, the pace wasn't inspiring me with that much confidence. Well, are we going to be close enough here to make anything happen? Possibly thinking about going down the inside, but just not close enough to make anything happen there, so having to stick behind for another lap. And you can see at the end of this lap, if anything, the gap might have gone a little bit bigger to Atoll. But crucially, as we come up to the start finish line, you can see in the pits there's a Mercedes, and it's actually going to turn out to be that Catherine has pitted. It turns out, I think she said, the ghost car, like she paused or something, or disconnected, and then her AI pitted. Which is very unfortunate, which means that she's come out in 6th, which means I doubt she's not going to be able to get up into second from here, so no matter what happens, I think at this point it's championship guaranteed, and at this point I'm completely losing my rag. I'm literally getting so excited in the party. I remember Jamie was just telling me to calm down, and I was like, I'm gonna win! But yeah, I'm still trying to keep it together. I still want to try and beat the Toro Rosso if I can. But like I keep saying, it's proven very hard, and it's yet even an additional factor now that I have to try and not get too excited about potentially winning the championship. You can see we're fairly close to the Toro Rosso here though, so we could make something happen. Taking a decent last corner here. I think we're going to be close enough to try and put some pressure here in the DRS range, and we're definitely going to be close enough to try and get past them going down the inside. So we've made the move up into 5th, well 4th now actually, because Catherine's pitted. You can see we've gone deep into turn 1 though, which is going to give the Toro Rosso a better run through the CNMS's. And now you can see he's going to be right behind us, and it looks like he's going to get past us. Probably should have gone defensive a lot earlier. Don't really know what I was playing at there. You can see Catherine's actually left the session. I think she disconnected. But yeah, the Toro Rosso getting back past us, which is a bit of a shame. And yeah, as we got onto the end of the race, we weren't able to get past the Toro Rosso, unfortunately. But it's going to see us come across the line to win the championship, and it actually turns out Atoll had a penalty. So even if Catherine AI hadn't pitted, and she had won the race, I still would have come 5th due to Atoll's penalty. So I still would have won the championship regardless. But yeah, S6 champion. I can't believe I did it. I genuinely, there was so many points this season where I thought there's no way I'm going to win this, but honestly I'm over the moon. I'm just so happy to have gotten the job done. Can confirm I'm not doing Abu Dhabi because well, I've already won the championship and I was busy with something else. So yeah, but can also confirm that we did do enough to win the Constructors in the end by 4 points actually. But yeah, it's nice to also get the Constructors, you know, with Jack. He's been a really helpful teammate this season, and I'm glad to have gotten him that trophy as well. And I think that is going to do it for season 16. Thanks so much for putting up with my awful commentary since Monaco. And yeah, it's been a really good season. Had lots of fun, and you can expect a season montage video, which I'm very much looking forward to making. And yeah, on for bigger and better things in season 17. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.